Hello! So, welcome to another episode of Minecraft Dungeons. You know when you have those computer problems that are just really hard to Google? Yeah, that's what I'm having right now. So, for whatever reason, whenever I'm running... Oh, wait, what? Okay, I guess we won't try to go that way then. Yeah, so whenever I'm running OBS, for whatever reason, whenever I'm running OBS and I have YouTube open in the background, my headset decides that it is no longer going to output video game sounds to my headphones, and I cannot figure out why that is. People have told me that it has to do with the hands-free audio, and that you have to set Windows to actually output the hands-free audio. The problem is that is not an option. Whenever I basically go to the audio options, I only get my headset. I don't actually get the hands-free version like I do in OBS. So yeah, it's been kind of annoying. So right now I'm playing without sound. I hope that that doesn't affect anything. According to OBS, though, it's recording the game sounds, so let's assume that it is. And if you don't see this video, well, it's because it's because it didn't record the sound. I do have to remember to actually check this one, though. So that's gonna be fun to try to remember. If it's silent, I guess just yell at me in the comments, and I probably won't read them. Yeah. So yeah, it's been my last couple minutes is trying to actually get this to work, but apparently it's not going to, so we would just press ahead. It's fine, really, because I'm not doing anything super important, just trying to grind to get the, what's it called? The secret level. Yeah. Anyway. Wow, this game is much more dreary without sound, I'll tell you that. I can hear every little sound that goes on around me. Alright. So yeah, what we are doing is we are grinding for the secret level on the Slimy Swamp, so apparently it doesn't appear every time, and I need to just go through and play it multiple times until it does appear. Apparently it also appears in like the last third of the level usually, so we have to wait until then to actually get to it. These videos, I think I'm going to splice these all together, all these attempts together. At least hopefully that's what I did. But yeah, I think I'm going to splice them all together, and yeah. Since the last episode, I basically went through and I salvaged everything that we didn't need, barring the rares, or the uniques, I think. And then also, I bought this because it was at the merchant. I don't think we're ever going to use it, but I bought it anyway. You might have seen that I had 2 copies of the same unique. The reason for that is that they have different enchantments. So I want to compare those later. Well, maybe not later in this episode, but later on. If we ever switch, to a different bow or something. The bow that we have is actually pretty good right now. I was thinking about it. I think ideally we want a bow with Poison Cloud on it if we can find one. Yeah, the one that it showed there didn't have a lot of ammo. Sorry, the unique versions, the ancient bow, which I think is the blue bow for this area, they don't have a lot of ammo. And so, even if we could get something like Poison Cloud on them, it wouldn't create more Poison Clouds. Whereas if we could get something again with Poison Cloud, or Bonus Shot that had tons of ammo, it would trigger multiple times. You basically get that damage kind of for free. I don't remember what enchantments those bows had on them, but they just weren't that great. Load these arrows a little bit, just because there's no reason not to. I think we have other unique melee weapons that are probably better than this one. I should probably look into switching. But, yeah, I'm just kind of being lazy. I think the Soul Knife actually probably would do us really well, because then we can use the laser a lot more. And so it might counteract... Well, actually, I don't think the axe actually gives us any bonus, so I don't think we can use anything. I think we've just gained. Plus, I think the Soul Knife is actually more powerful. So maybe we'll look at using that next. The next attempt at this, if there is one. Hopefully there's not. Yeah. Let's go to the bridge because it's a better defensive position. I do want to keep around 200 arrows because I know the boss for this area takes quite a few. Must just go on a difficulty, right? Because that's the only way I can think that the witches would do so much damage to us now. One thing I will say about this game is it is a bit annoying that you have to actually do things to upgrade your equipment. I understand what they're trying to do. They're trying to put a time sink behind it, basically, so that you can't do it as much. The problem with that is that you already have a time sink and it's emeralds, so it's like, you know, I don't understand why there's two different time sinks. It seems like you have to do basically double the work, and that's a little bit annoying. But I mean, it's not too bad because it's only 3 missions, and technically you can grind through it using the tutorial, because the tutorial counts as a mission for those purposes. But it's still kind of like... Oh, we got a Master's Bow. That one also has lower ammo than the Ancient Bow, so that's why I'm not using it. Again, I don't know where the Soggy Swamp, or where the secret, like, hidden location entrance can spawn. Because I don't think we'll get a door directly to it. We'll get a door to, like, a smaller hidden area that gives us the map that lets us get to the secret area. So it's kind of an indirect thing. I don't know if it spawns in this cave or outside this cave. So I don't even know how to find that out, really, either. The sources that I've seen that told me a little bit about it weren't clear on exactly how it spawned, or where it spawned. It just said you'd go down a cobblestone staircase. Oh, we have the river. Oh, he wasn't right at the beginning. I wonder why. Get caught in the terrain there. Emergency going to sit here. I do have to remember to switch to the Soul Knife. Looks like this is a dead end. Let's see if it spawns the cobblestone staircase. Nope, it just spawns a chest. I don't know if it's even worth getting... Well, I mean, I guess we get the emeralds, which sort of translate to power in some way. Because they give you rerolls, or they give you rerolls on things like the Luxury Merchant and the other merchants. But the problem with those is that I don't know that the Luxury Merchant ever can give you rare items. Or not rare, but uniques. I know he can give you rares. But from what I've seen, uniques seem to just be substantially better. The uniques, they seem to spawn at the same level as the rares, but they just seem to be better, so overall they're just going to be better. It's so great when we get our spider things back, because they give us the poison cloud, which is really powerful in melee, plus they have insane attack speed. I wonder if the enchantment level is based on, or the number of enchantment slots is based on the level of the item, like the amount of damage that it does. And I say that because I got 2 copies of, I think it was the Ancient Bow, and one of them had 2 enchantment slots, whereas one of them only had 1. And I'm speculating about that, or wondering about that, because I would like my Spider Fangs to get a second enchantment slot at least. But I'm starting to fear that they won't, so what we might have to do is to get better Spider Fangs, we might just have to go back and grind the, what is it? I don't remember where we got those. I want to say it was the Cleaver Woods. I mean, I know they're not called Spider Fangs, they're called something else, but we have the Spider Armor, so I like calling them Spider Fangs. more like twin sides or something. Okay, over here. Skeleton. Shot in the back like that. Yep. We killed him, yeah. It's unfortunate that Endermen don't seem to have unique drops. That would be kind of cool since they're a boss. Like the Evoker maybe having something that, you know, lets you summon the Vexes, or, you know, something like that would be kind of a neat drop. And I know that there already are, like, pet summons, but... Yeah, actually, I haven't seen any pet summons. I think they're bound to, like, the, pieces of equipment, right? Like, weren't there some that let you summon little pets? I know we had, like, the Soulbinder guy, but, like, he wasn't that. He wasn't really a pet. He was kind of just, like, a thing that we could summon every once in a while. Whereas I think the pets, like, stay with you. I wonder how useful they would be. Something not that useful, because I remember the Soulbinder thing wasn't that useful. Okay, this is getting to the point where we might have to start using laser. Using laser on the slime seems to be really good because it does damage really quickly. And the slime split, and they usually split in such a way that their, you know, little slime, you know, mini slime cubes basically end up right in the laser's blast immediately. I think that guy is just trapped there. Which, if that's true, I'm fine with that. This looks out of the way. Hang on, is this it? Is this the secret? No, it isn't. Dang it, that's annoying. Oh, it looked like something we hadn't seen before, but we have seen it. We just haven't seen it from this angle. I remember because I was complaining about how you have to roll over the stones like that, because that's kind of, you know, in my opinion, bad design, but whatever. Basically encouraging people to... Oh, jeez, come on, there's blocks there. Come on, man. Yeah, basically like encouraging people to roll into their death, basically. Yeah, because you have to go, I think, like sideways. However, we did get 2 things of TNT out of it. Yeah, because then you have, well, not things like that, I guess. I guess it's pretty obvious that you can't jump there. Okay, we have this bridge. Let's just do that. Whatever's over there is massively inconvenienced at this point. Okay. Okay, now we have 300 arrows, or 400-ish arrows. So we can probably use them really rapidly, rather. Okay, also... If we ever get rid of this armor and upgrade to something where I actually have to start dodging, I'm going to, I don't know, we have some problems. I wonder if this chest is guaranteed to spawn, because it seems to always spawn. It looks like we got yet another copy of the Ember Robe, which we don't need, really. It does seem to also be that this always spawns, but maybe that's just, you know, maybe that's just because it has such a high chance of spawning. Maybe this is like part of the end room that it generates, and it just always generates in sort of a semi-fixed pattern. I don't know. Well, actually, I've seen it generate until we go the other way through it, so maybe it has a directionality to it as well. I don't know, I'd be very curious to see how the terrain generation actually works in this game. Because it seems like there's large fixed pieces and then smaller pieces that kind of branch off of them. But I never really see any obvious connection points, which is, you know, really good design on the developer's part. Frustrating in the sense that I like, that's interesting, that cancels it. So okay, starting at the laser actually cancels our damage, our stun fighter. I said that wrong. Using the health potion cancels the laser. That's what I should have said. And remember, our strategy here is just that we die because it recharges our health potion, and then we just ignore this one too, and whoops, oh no, you can too, and then we start firing, and then we take some arrows, and we get 100% acceleration, yeah, and that just makes that boss trivial. I don't know if it's possible for us to even lose that fight. I think we got yet another copy of the crossbow. Wow, okay. And we also managed to get yet another copy of Not Finding This.
Arch-Illager's potion
This is actually...
no more,
I wonder what the spawn chance is. I mean, it can't be that low, right? This is supposed to be like, you know, like a kid's game? I don't think there's... Well, not a kid's game, but a more family-friendly kind of game, right? Oh god, I just realized my hair looks terrible. I'll have to fix that before next episode. It makes me kind of hope that this episode doesn't have any sound, because then I don't have to upload it. But anyway, sorry about that. Sorry that was a wash. I'll see you guys next time, I guess. Alright, and welcome back. So, I have fixed my hair, I've gotten some water, and I have switched us to using the soul knife. Yeah. So I think this is just going to be a slightly better weapon for us. It is technically more powerful, although it does have seemingly a much slower attack speed. I say seemingly, I actually looked at the attack speed, and it is actually slower than the pickaxe. So I assume that secondary path there can't be made in secret because it's so early in the level, and because it doesn't really have a thing, so I'm going to try to optimize how much fighting we do to see if we can get through these faster, to just grind the secret a little bit faster. But I really want to find out what's in this secret area, so we will find out. Okay, just laser review. There we go. No reason to check that secondary attack. This also seems to have sort of a punch kind of attack, where it attacks things like this. Punch, I said pierce. I should say pierce instead of punch, because really it does seem to have a piercing kind of property to it. That's really good because it will stun things like the creeper in the back there. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I saw that, but I was like, that's probably fine. I know that this also has the find more emeralds property. I don't know what that means, but well, I mean, I don't know if it means that it finds more emeralds from mobs or just in general. Oh, that was not good. I am getting too careless because I'm trying to talk and also play. I should really be getting rid of these bitches because I think they're what's causing me so many problems. That's part of the problem, not the whole problem. Yeah, I think the slower attack speed is definitely getting to me. Just kill that creeper. Yeah, I think I'll focus on killing the creeper so that they don't become too much of an issue. But again, I'm also trying to optimize what we're doing for not having to kill every mob. Actually, I think we probably just do this. Yeah, that'll work. And then we can throw a couple things at TNT. Yeah. trying to optimize our exploration strategy so we don't spend too much time just going through a level to have it be a wash. I think I need to just do this. I don't think I need to fight every mob. You know, I don't think they really drop, or even if they drop uniques, I don't think I want the uniques from this level. I think we have them. There's what, 4? There's the Emperor, well no, maybe there's only 3. There's the Emperor robe and then there's the 2 bows. So I don't think they're that useful to us. We probably expect about 300 arrows here. I think it takes about 200 to kill the cauldron. 200-ish, maybe a little more. That means that we can basically just shell this basically not trying to get a chance to attack. So that's great. It's great for us. Okay. This place, however, I will explore a little bit more because I think there are dead ends a lot more often that we need to check. I don't think it can be over there on that second path, so I don't think we have to check that. We do need to check, I think, these, just in case. Okay, that one's not. Yeah, the area that I saw, it seemed to be that it was outside, but I might be wrong, and I don't want to waste more time. But I'm thinking that the secret area is in... I would imagine that it would be in a cave, because I think the other ones were. I mean, I guess the creepy crypt wasn't, but... yeah, I don't know. Yeah, similarly, I don't think it can be in the top half of this room, so I don't think there's any point in going to the top half of that room. It would just activate more mobs. Same thing, I think in the right side of the room it can't be, so we don't need to go there. Unless we're required to, like we are. Yeah, it seems like these attempts can take up to 20 minutes, so I want to get that down as much as possible. So that I can do maybe, instead of 3 attempts in an hour, 4 attempts in an hour. I am pretty far ahead in terms of the actual episodes, so I don't think any of them have actually gone live yet, so yeah, I have quite a bit of time, but it's only going to last so long, and I also have other stuff I have to do besides recording for YouTube, because I have day jobs. Need to get pretty far ahead, especially with these things that are going to require grinding. It did not stop moving until it was very long dead. Yeah, I don't know if I've been mentioning it, but I have been salvaging a lot of the stuff that we don't need between episodes. We're up to like 3,600 emeralds. I also checked the luxury merchant and the normal merchant just to see if we get anything that might be worth keeping, and there really hasn't been anything. There was that one rare armor that I mentioned in the last episode, and that was it. That's been the only thing. Yeah. It is the season of giving, I suppose. It is that time of year. You can die. Yeah. I do like the attack animation for this. I think it's kind of neat, but I don't think we need... I don't think we really need to kill everything. Also, if I'm going to be using the bow, I should remember to just activate the quiver anyway, because it just does more damage and there's almost no cost to activating it. does, like, explosive damage, so I think, yeah, affects enemies around the enemies that we hit, so it seems like a generally good thing to activate. It also helps us refill our souls. I still haven't figured out what the little 2 in the bottom right is. Is that health potions, or is that lives? Because, like, that looks like the Totem of the Undying icon, but I can't tell. I can't tell if it's, like, you know, full bars worth of souls, or, Totems of the Undying. But since the soul bar never seems to reset, I assume it's Totems of the Undying. This looks a little different from what I'm used to seeing. Then again, these could just be blending together so much. See, it looks like you should almost be able to get over that. Like, in normal Minecraft, you could get over that. Oh, is this the junk treasure chest? It's a good one. Okay, so let's get some of this. Oh, I think I got pushed back there, actually. Yeah, I think if you get over here... Oops. I think if you get up here... I don't know that... Oh, wow, you can just walk on these. Oh, wow, that's interesting. I saw that guy was stunned. I'm not entirely clear as to why he was stunned for so long. I want to go over here just to A, get souls, and B, just check that we didn't miss anything. See, this is one of the areas where it frustrates me that they do the roll thing. Because it looks like I should be able to roll across that gap, but I've tried before and I wasn't able to. So I don't think I can. I also don't think there's anything over there worth getting, even if I could. But still, it's kinda... It seems like bad design to have that. It should be clearer that you can't roll across there. Or maybe you can, and I'm just crazy. Or maybe I'm just bad because I can't. Alright. This looks a little... This looks like it diverges a little bit. Oh, this is the area where you have, like, the stairs and you can go up the stairs, right? Or maybe it's not. Well, this looks a little different than I'm used to seeing, so maybe there's something going on. Maybe I should have activated the quiver there. Like that. Is there anything over here? Nope, nothing over there. Oh yeah, this is the area that I've mentioned before, where you can roll across here and just skip a lot of stuff. Oh, and we get a treasure chest. However, we're supposed to get to that. Do I just roll across here? Yeah, okay. I can't tell, because sometimes just rolling across areas just kills you. I think we can get 2 activations of the quiver if we activate it now. Start firing. Wait for the mobs to spawn and wait for our health to get low before we actually activate this. And do that. Increase our life by having it. I can say I think we can increase our life by just wiping out some of these dudes with the laser at the end. Everyone wants to kill us. Ah, so close. So close to getting it before we died. And I just confirmed that in the bottom left there, that is a Totem of the Undying symbol, even though it's not clear to me. Okay, so it looks like we got through that one in 12 minutes, so that's good.
Arch-Illager's potion supply is no more,
we're gonna have to try
and it will be
again.
a long time before the witches recover from this blow. Well done.
I'm trying to figure out stuff to talk about. I wish I had enough of a presence to do an AMA, that way I could just answer questions all the time. But apparently I don't. Okay, let's do that. Run to the harvester, that's completely useless. Okay, so we shall try again. in just a minute. Hello! So, I have some good news and some bad news. The good news is that we have our spider fangs back. The bad news is that we're now a wither, we're not a spider, so it makes no sense. Yeah. So basically I had to switch to the wither armor so that we could upgrade the spider armor. But I think the wither armor has basically the same effects as our spider armor. By effects I mean enchantments, of course, not effects. We don't get the melee attack damage bonus, but we have good ranged options. So yeah, it kind of cancels itself out. Yeah, I'm really liking that we have the poison cloud back. We really need it for some of these large groups of mobs. I think technically it increased our power level, and I don't know if I went to the next highest level of difficulty in the swamp. I probably should have, so that we can get some better stuff. But I don't think I did. Then again, I didn't really pay any attention to it. Yeah, but this seems too easy to be the next hardest level. But yeah, I put the spider armor up for an upgrade, just in case we want to use it in the future. It doesn't seem like upgrading has any chance of unlocking the next, or other enchantment slots, because this one only has one. Or my spider fangs only have one after being upgraded twice. Maybe, no, twice at this point. But, the problem, of course, is that I think we're gonna have to grind to get another copy of these that have better or that have different, more enchantments, I should say. The wither armor, or it seems like enchanting armor. Sorry, I'm losing my train of thought quite a bit here. It seems like enchanting, or putting it up for upgrade, I should say, refunds you the enchantment levels. So that should mean that we can just easily refund enchantment levels for anything, even if we don't want to upgrade it. So all we have to do is we pick something that's enchanted, we send it to Blacksmith's upgrade, and then we go run the tutorial like 3 times, and it'll just remove the enchantment level, even if we don't use the item. Oh, I have the laser here. Why did I use it? Yeah. So that's good. I was going to switch to the golem armor, but I had to find something that actually had the potion barrier on it, because that's just too good. I didn't really want to give that up. So for those who don't know, the potion barrier is basically the thing where we hit E and then we get that potion barrier effect. Basically we take 90% reduced damage. The net effect of that is that it increases your health pool by a factor of 10 for 9 seconds. So that's too good to give up. It makes you very hard to kill, even if enemies are doing tons of damage to you like that. So we can use some of these arrows for another 300. Yeah, it was too good to give up. And it basically means that we can face tank almost anything. But the wither armor itself has more defense, but it would have never made up for it. So yeah, I think I did a little more fighting there than I needed to, but that's probably okay. I think I can just, since this is an entrance, I don't think they follow us through, which they don't. So what I can do is I can just do that, right? Ignore them. Come on, Andrew, I know you want to follow me. Come on. There we go. I wonder if he only teleports after he's taken a certain number of times. Because it seems like he doesn't teleport whenever he's taking range damage. I wonder if that's to help, well, I guess it wouldn't help ranged characters. I was gonna say, I wonder if that's to, like, help ranged characters, but I don't think there's a lot they do for bosses for ranged characters. It does definitely seem like ranged is the better option, or you kind of need a mix of both. But I did see, now I remember what I wanted to talk about a little bit earlier, is that I did see that there's an infinity enchantment, and if we could get a bow like ours with the Infinity enchantment, that would basically mean that we could be a pure ranged character. And it would be probably very broken, because I think we could get both the Torment Quiver and the Burning, like the Flaming Quiver, and we could just have like non-stop, basically infinite arrows almost, and non-stop, you know, enhanced arrows, plus whatever enchantments our bow has. You know, it might have power, or it might have the Poison Cloud enchantment, which would just be incredibly powerful. So I think that's going to be sort of what we're going towards. But it might take quite a while to get there. Because again, there's not really any good way, seemingly, to reroll your enchantments. And I don't know if the Mystery Merchant can give you rare, or, sorry, not rare, but unique items. I think you have to grind for them. One of the problems with this area is that the items that it gives are not really something we want. I might switch to grinding another area so that we could potentially get enchantments that we want. Let's just get started in here because we can. Let's think about this. Oh, that was not the way to go. If I could stop me there. I guess on the plus side we are getting some levels out of it, so we can sink more levels into enchantments. And I guess it was good discovering that we don't necessarily need to do this enchantment. We don't necessarily need to salvage things to this enchantment. I guess that was good to know. And I'm going backwards, not because I'm running from the Enderman, but because I realized that we're going towards the exit, and I don't want to do that quite yet. We need to explore this cave fully. We don't need to explore the overworld quite fully, because I think it generates in such a way that it would be very hard to miss the secret area. But I think this is like the 5th or 6th time going through this that I haven't found it. But this does look a little bit different here, so maybe this is it? Maybe this is it? I mean, this looks pretty intense for just this small little cave area. But I am seeing cobblestone, I'm seeing stone, so that's giving me hope that maybe we've found something new. I see stonework over there. Let's just go down here and see. Yeah. But maybe it's just like background noise from the terrain generator. I say terrain generator, it's not really a terrain generator. Not in the sense that Minecraft has one. I think it's tile-based. Nope, it's still not. It's just a treasure chest. Oh my gosh, that's so annoying. I mean, probably gonna go back. I'll probably go back and watch like the first episode and be like, oh, the secret was there, and I just missed it, or I walked right past it or something. Oh, it'll be so annoying. And then after this, I think we have to go to Pumpkin Pastures and grind for the secret in there. I don't remember if the Forge had one, but it might. Yeah. I guess later on we're gonna have to go and grind for larger or better versions of this armor and the thief armor. Not the thief armor, but the spider armor. Unless something better comes up, because these have been this wither armor and the spider armor have just been the best ones, for us at least. Also, I want to remember where I got this bow, because it would be nice to have another copy of it. Or at least to know where to get more copies of it. To potentially reroll the enchantments, basically. Follow us, we can use laser or bow or whatever. There's face. Face. Yeah, I don't think those zombies, only the baby zombies can keep up with us, so. Maybe some speed might actually work better for this. Yeah, now that I think about it, they might be like a really good artifact for this type of, just run through and try to just get somewhere. Is that, I mean, we might as well open the chest, it might have something useful. Oh, there's two here. It seems like you can only get certain rare items from this area. The cool thing is that we just roll through here to get out. Like, it seems like only the Master Bow, the Ancient Bow, and the Emperor Armor are the things that spawn. I don't think anything else does, in terms of, like, rares. Okay, so we have this kind of broken down cobblestone sort of area. I think we can just go through here. Yeah, I don't think the secret area is in here. I've seen these structures before. Okay. Well, yeah, we can start doing this. There's a laser. Okay, put that there. Let's run. Some glaive. Yeah, I might have to start thinking about using the boots of speed here. Because I think it would help us just run past some of these mobs that we don't need to fight. You know, like, there's no reason to fight every zombie along the way. Witches, maybe. But yeah, I think every zombie, baby zombies, we can deal with. Because they have their skull, they have little health. I'm glad that they are easier to hit in this game than they are in the actual Minecraft. In Minecraft, they can be major pain to hit. But with the bow, I guess they're kind of easier. If you, yeah, they're usually kind of easier to hit with the bow in Minecraft, just because you can aim it so low, as opposed to the actual thing, as opposed to the sword and the axe. With the axe, it's a little bit easier. Let's run through this first. I do like how we can just completely break the animation. So funny to me. Oh, right, let me just start with this. Yeah, I can just kind of use my skills to build as opposed to the pressure barrier. Get through it. Ah, we can't get through it with a life. I don't think there's any penalty for dying though, so yeah, we can just respawn, and then we can go over here, we can start shooting, and start shooting these guys. It's weird how they don't seem to despawn with the boss. I was gonna say, it also sucks that the boss doesn't drop anything rare, but apparently it does, so that's good. It would be kind of nice if bosses had rare artifacts that you could get specifically from that boss, but apparently that's not a thing. Or if it is, I haven't seen it. But okay, so, we still did not get it. Let's see what we get for the artifact, and see if it's anything that useful. This one, I don't think it can be that useful, actually. No, it can't. Alright. So, we will try that again, I suppose. Alright, I'll see you guys then. So this is, by my count, attempt number 7 at this. And if that is correct, then I am willing to try this, I suppose, this time and 2 other times. After that, not so much. So we're going to try this a couple more times, and if that's not enough, if after 7 times it doesn't, or after 9 times it doesn't work, we're just going to ignore it. Or, we're not going to ignore it, we're going to, I shouldn't say ignore it, I can't talk today. We are going to go and do something else, because I need to actually make some progress in this game. But yeah, I'm imagining that this is going to be uploaded in maybe 3 different parts, and each part's going to be probably about an hour long by my count. Or not an hour long, probably like 45-ish minutes. I don't know, the episodes range in geez, I really can't think today. they range in length. Yeah, so yeah, have fun with that whenever they appear. Remember, you kind of don't need to watch them. They're not like going to be progress episodes. They're just going to be me rambling. No, not rambling, but talking a little bit. Mostly rambling, lots of talking. Yeah, I don't know why my brain is so scattered right now. Let's try to dial it into Minecraft. Well, actually, I do know it's because the sound of my voice feels louder for some reason, and I don't know why it is. And I'm worried that it's like double recording my voice or something. I hope that's not what's happening, but it might be. But anyway, I've been thinking since the last episode about our current build, as it were, and I noticed that our beacon is actually level, so it's power level 17, whereas our armor and stuff is like power level 30-ish. Wow, I don't think I could have actually gotten out of that without dying. I don't know if that counted as a death or not, actually. Because normally I'm used to seeing the Undying Totem at 3. Maybe it's a total of 5, actually. Usually. But I need to take a look at it whenever we start a level. But I am happy to have our spider fangs back. That's really nice. I think it's either this or the next completion of a mission will allow us to get our armor back. But I don't know if it'll be high enough level. So I did look it up, and so I was curious, I know in the last episode, or a couple episodes ago at least, about artifact, sorry, not artifact, but rare artifacts. Apparently there's only one in the game, and it was added like very recently. So it appears that they don't have the same rarity level, or the same rarity sort of thing as other items do. Did I say rare? I meant one unique artifact that was added recently. Yeah, I don't know why I'm so scatterbrained. Yeah, it must be having like the game sound back, like just more to process, I think. Earlier I was recording with no game sound for like 3 episodes. Because that's when my videos were uploading, and I discovered that it takes a lot longer than I thought it was going to. So yeah, I'm still not sure how I'm going to edit all of these sort of grinding kind of episodes together. But as I said earlier, I suspect it'll be like 3 videos, each one being like an hour and a half long or something. Or not an hour and a half long, but 45 minutes long. Hey, do we have to Enderman fight here? Wow, that was weird. I think usually whenever you enter this level, you get an Enderman fight. We did not get there. Maybe the game is having mercy on me for my brain being so scattered right now. Yeah. I know I mentioned the boots of speed for just running through this level a little bit faster, so we might try that. We might also do some science where I try to figure out if having a duplicate artifact will if it's even possible to have a duplicate artifact. But also we will check if having a duplicate artifact resets the cooldown on both of them when you use one. And what I mean by that is, suppose I had, boots of speed in slot 1 and in slot 2. If I use one of them, will it reset the cooldown on both? I assume it will. But in that case, it's hard to know why they would even allow both. Yeah, that would seem kind of strange. I mean, I think I have seen it like auto-equip duplicates before. But yeah, it'll be worth testing that out, because being able to double use something like boots of speed would be very good for just trying to find the secret. But I suppose it could be slightly overpowered with something like the health. The health thing would essentially just let you heal almost non-stop if you had the souls, which I don't see a problem with, but the developers might. I also realized, I know I mentioned the beacon earlier, so what we might do is if we get to the point where basically if we get to the 9th attempt and we still haven't found it, what we'll probably do is we'll probably go and try to grind for a better version of that beacon, because I think that's really it's really like our weakest piece of equipment right now. I mean, between episodes, what I'm going to do is I'm also going to buy things from the artifact vendor, or from the mystery vendor, I should say, when he has them. That way we might just luck into it, but that's not, you know, that's not a great thing to hope for, or to rely on, I suppose. Oh look, piggy bank. I found that those things are actually called piggy banks, which is, I guess, an appropriate name for them. Oh, here's the end of it. Gotta get the swiftness potion, gotta get the swiftness potion. Okay, so, oh jeez, okay, that's just, are we gonna fight that? Sure, let's fight that. Get lasered. Oh jeez. Oh jeez, there's tons of frickin' mobs here. The enchanted ones, I should say. Okay. We didn't even have courtesy of dropping artifact armor, or unique armor for us, I should say. I wonder if the harder mobs are punishment for coming here at a higher level than we really should be. That would be interesting. Or maybe it's just the result of that as opposed to just a punishment for it. I mean, the result thing definitely seems to make more sense, but you never know. Music is so peaceful. Jeez. Alright, we are dying, so laser time. I expect that we will need this at some point. Yeah, there. Have a present. Oh, we leveled up again. That's good. I don't remember this this structure here. Maybe I haven't seen it before? I doubt that, though. I'm talking about just the general area that I was in. Is this where the boss fight is? That would be kind of strange, because usually it's not facing this way. Usually it's facing, like, north or something. Oh, I think I see it. I think I see it over there. However, this little outcropping here looks suspicious. This is it! This is it! This is it! Yes! Yes! We don't have to grind anymore! Yes! This is exactly what I was looking for. I wonder if I've missed that before. I certainly hope not. Oh, that's so awesome. However, this does kind of wreck my plans, because now I think I have 7 of these. I think so. Oh, of course, I should have known it wouldn't be that easy. I mean, not that I'm really that worried about how hard it is, but... There's that many creepers, maybe I am. Okay, guys, calm down. we're still almost at full souls with that. That's amazing. Are we gonna have to do that again? No. We did the map. Awesome. And press the button. Okay. Awesome. And we just roll out of here. Alright, so all we have to do now, I believe... Actually, I wonder if we even have to beat the level. I'm curious if we do. That would be... It would be something we could science, but I really don't want to, because I don't want to go through that again. But it looks like the odds from this single sample are roughly 1 in 7 of actually getting the... I would say 1 in 8 perhaps. Maybe even 1 in 9, because I don't think we saw it on the first run through. I don't know if we can for this one. I mean, I would assume you can, because I think we found one in the woods on our first try. Yeah, look at how little damage that does. I just realized that our motion is not that's going to be a problem, perhaps. That is a problem, because yeah, so I was going to hit the beacon, but ran out souls, or enough souls to use it. There's like a minimum. That is so weird that they get the physics like that there. But yeah, okay, so before we go on to the next
Arch-Illager's
thing.
ocean supply is no more, and it'll be a long time before the witches recover from this blow. Well done.
As I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted, before we go on to the next area, what we're going to do is we're going to go grind for the other secret mission that we missed. So I think that should probably... I'm curious, what I might do is I might release these... Well, I mean, 45 minutes of content is kind of a good day's worth, so yeah, I'll probably just release these in lieu of the regular episodes. In that case, I will probably release the others after... I think we're up to 12 now, so these are technically 12.5. So I think we'll release them as, after maybe episode 15. So like we'll call it 15.5 or something. Or... I don't know how I'm going to do that. Yeah, that'll be interesting. I'll figure it out. Anyway, I'll see you guys. Thank you for watching.